Sorry guys, how you guys doing? I had the camera facing the other way. There we go. Sorry. Hey Taurus, how's everybody doing? I've been very busy, running late behind schedule. I apologize. Uh, I plan to finish everything by tonight. The series for the predictions, the birth charts, and Book of Enoch. That's my ambition for now until midnight. And I'm gonna do a run through. I'm in my new apartment. I'm gonna show you around in the outside. After I'm done with this, I just want to get this out because then we have to do the full moon in Cancer, which begins in a couple of days. So I got a lot of work ahead of me. All right, so I laid out the cards already, Taurus. And like we did with Aries, we're going to do one card per month as the general theme for that month. Uh, what if persons come out like kings and queens, page, knights or prince or princesses, we're not going to personify them as people. We're just going to embody the energy that they represent as the overall theme for that month. And then I'm going to throw 7 cards that represents the 4 weeks and go into a run through of some details of how that's going to unfold. It's a new approach, and let's see if you guys like it. Taurus. Okay, Taurus, for the month of January, we have the Empress. The Empress in the reverse. Okay, so the Empress in the reverse is in the upright. She is very beautiful, very attractive. She focuses on self care, manicures, pedicures, getting her hair done. Very important for anyone, a man or woman, in Empress energy to always upkeep, and go and make a time out for yourself, indulge yourself. This is a Taurus card. That's interesting. This is Taurus, and it's in the reverse. So you might need to uh, be more Taurian, be more Empress-like, and be more pampered, and just take time for the month of January for self-care. If it's a man in Empress energy, then he's very in tune with his inner feminine when it's in the upright. But if the Empress is in the reverse and we're dealing with a man with Empress energy, he might need to take more showers or get his hair done, fix his toenails, groom himself up. The Empress in the reverse always talks about neglect of hygiene, neglect of self beautification, self care, and even giving time to herself, which is indicative of self love, right? It's a balance, and it's not all work and all play. Okay, so the Empress in the reverse for many of you, talking to the collective of Taurus, you might need to spend more time in self love, nurturing yourself. Go out to nature too, because the Empress represents nature as well. Pregnancy, do some work with children, so volunteer work, or something that can bring some kind of meaning for many of you on a basic level. Okay, now let us do 7 spreads, right? All 7 cards. Oops. Okay, we have the King of Wands, the first card. So be creative with the King of Wands. Some of you can do some speaking, or you should join a group, or get involved in maybe sharing your stories that can bring inspiration, right? The King of Wands is inspiration, right? Fire, wands. So some of you might need to do that. The second card is the Empress in the reverse. Again, the Empress comes out in the reverse. So I think if you focus on being creative in your community with other people that are meaningful to you, Taurus, um, it'll give you some motivation to reflect that in yourself, right? You might have been through a lot, and now, you won the war, the battle, whatever it is that's been going on with you, Taurus. And now you need to kind of like Pull back, relax, take a chill pill, take a vacation, do a spa day, something like that. Okay? Don't stay in this depressive energy. Okay? The third card, we have the star. The star is wish fulfillment. Once you wish upon a star, is your hopes and fears. It's in the upright, so a lot of you are going to achieve a lot of dreams and or are going to see something moving in that direction that you guys like and you hold dear to your heart, right? Something that you've been doing and love doing for years since childhood. Because here we got the star, but if you see in the background, we got the moon there. Okay, so connect to your inner child. Yeah, that's what two. No, that's three. Four. We have the Six of Wands. Some of you are going to be victorious over some obstacle or hurdle that you've been dealing with for a while. Okay, that's going to seem to come to a close in January. Okay, and then we have the King of Cups energy. King of Cups energy, someone who can be very manipulative, very cruel, a poker face. So some of you might be in this energy, for the month of January. Okay. And the Ten of Swords in the reverse, that means that some of you are healing from some experience that took place, but the cycle is still open. So there might need to be some closure here for some of you Taurians in the month of January. What's one, two, three? I gotta keep up. 5, 6. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Some of you might be losing money, serious money, generational wealth. Also the 10 of Pentacles deals with family dynamics, a group within a family, or family matters. Okay, when it is in the reverse, there might be family problems, fights, discord, and it could be over money. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, a Virgo card energy. And the last one, we have the King of Swords. There may have been, for some of you, some level of dishonesty that might catch up to you in the month of January. Okay, very good, very good. Okay, for the month of February, we got the Ace of Swords. February is about truth, either your truth or someone else's truth, right? Okay, so the Ace, enough said. It's about, truth. What truth is this about for the month of February for Taurus? We have death, Scorpio energy, the opposite polarity of Taurus. So there may be something that's closing here, a cycle, or there may be a significant person that you know or that you're thinking of that's a Scorpio or in this vibration that will deliver some truth, right? Or someone that with Scorpio energy. The second card, we have the Hermit. The Hermit in the reverse, Virgo energy. So some of you might have been in hermit mode, contemplating, reflecting. It is in the reverse. So some of you may need to go out in February. It's Valentine's, and kind of take some downtime and go out and about, Taurus. Go out and about. 1, 2, 3. We have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse is, not being out in the cold. In the upright, it's about poverty, losing everything, finances. In the reverse, you dodge the bullet, many of you. But it can also mean having to work with your self-esteem, your self-worth, how you value yourself, and how you look at yourself. These are things that you may have to deal with that you did not deal with before. Okay? If you had money issues, in February, they will stop. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse, ending whatever financial strain was happening in January due to probably the holidays, Okay? We have the Knight of Cups. Some of you might become romantic. It is Valentine's month, and some of you may offer a cup. Some of you might receive a cup. Okay? 5. We got the Two of Cups. So many of you are probably going to break a relationship during Valentine's and nearabouts, or disentangle some kind of union, whether platonic or intimate, or even business wise. Um, and it feels like some of you might be rejecting a cup, and some of you may be choosing it. Some of you might be releasing an old lover, an older flame, or an old connection. One, two, three. Okay. Then next month, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups in the reverse with the Two of Cups in the reverse. Some of you might have some kind of melancholy or sadness. Valentine's month, kind of brings it out in people. I won't worry about it too much, but stay focused with positive thoughts. Okay, don't let those thoughts dominate, or it'll manifest your reality in that way. Okay, six, and then we have the High Priestess or the High Priest. Okay, this is someone that has lots of secrets in the upright and is very all-knowing, and with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This might have been either intentional, doing some kind of magic, some of you, to block somebody, either you or someone you're thinking of, or there may be a secret behind why this Ace of Cups is in the reverse. Okay, for some of you, not all of you. All right, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, that is for February. March, the month of March. For Taurus, we got the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about family, okay, family issues, but not really issues. A happy family life, either your family or the one you create. Having all your needs and wants met. So that looks promising for March. Let's look at the details. Okay, let's look at the details for the month of March. We have the Ten of Cups. Okay, good energy. Okay, the first card we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So when the Ace of Cups in the reverse comes out with the Ten of Cups in the upright, it means that this is a facade. This is a phony. People are not happy. They're putting a front. The reality is that there's sadness, misery when it comes to love in any kind or in any fashion. Okay, this could be family disunity. Okay, but they're putting a front. That's what that is, and some of you might be experiencing that. Okay, the second card we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Very good. No money problems, no issues. With the Ace of Cups in the reverse, though, it's only a matter of time before the Five of Pentacles be in the upright, because the Ace of Cups in the reverse is a denial of anything pleasurable, and that includes financial security, the psychological need to feel secure with finances. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so again, there might have been a major disappointment here, and some of you might not be ready to entertain another courtship, but it is coming. The fact that you've recovered from some kind of financial constraint might make you more focused on your money than on anything else. Okay, but there's definitely pretenses here with the Ten of Cups and then the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Four, and the Two of Cups in the reverse. So there's an issue here that is continuing to last concerning a relationship or a lover, and some kind of altercation or disagreement in which money is involved, and it involves family members as well, or group of families. Okay, this is 4, 5. We got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. There's some kind of black communication going on here, probably between two lovers. Okay? The Knight of Cups can also mean an offer of reconciliation or apology. I don't feel that many of you will, though. Okay, that's 4, 5. Okay, we have here. What is that here? The what? And I don't know what I did with my glasses. I don't know what I did with it. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you have released control of something or a situation or someone you know. Okay? And so some of you are walking away from something that many of you put a lot of effort into changing or manipulating. You walking away from it for whatever reason. And maybe if you too walk away, Taurus, because maybe this is divine intervention here with the Ace of Cups. These are the aces. They're all divine. And no one can stop or manipulate with that which is divine in any way. We got here 3, right? 5. Right? We got the 3 of Swords, heartbreak. This was going to come out sooner or later with the 2 of Cups in the reverse and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay. All right. So some of you are still in this heartbreak. And it could have happened or been precipitated in February with some cold truth during the month of Valentine's, right? So that makes kind of sense. Okay. And then you have the Queen of Swords in the upright. Whether it's a man or a woman embodying this energy, someone delivered cutthroat truth, which caused a heartbreak. And this probably was a culmination of the truth that was spoken to the month earlier. All right? Take it how it resonates. Okay? So some of you are going to be dealing with, these kind of issues. This completes 3 months. That completes a quarter. Okay? That completes a quarter. Now let's go into April. For the month of April, we have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Some of you are not standing your ground, or some of you are not protected. Some of you might need to connect to your spirituality or your ancestors and pray for guidance. Okay, now let's look at the specifics for April. What do we have? Well, what is the main theme here? 7 of Swords in the reverse for the month of April for Taurus. We have illusions. Some of you may be still stuck in an old timeline or have false expectations, and are leaving yourself vulnerable here. Okay, so look at things realistically to many of you. Okay, we have here the Page of Wands. Okay, Page of Wands could be a player type energy, or doesn't look at life realistically with the 7 of Cups in the upright. Don't forget that the page is young energy, so this kind of makes sense. But some of it can be older in page energy. All right, and here we have the King of Cups in the reverse. Again, that grumpy, poker face energy, manipulative energy, resentful energy, jealous energy, will be here as well, following you from what started in February. Okay, and we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. There's some legal trouble here, some financial legal trouble. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is poor mismanagement, poor management of finances, personal or work. This can also be stolen money or delayed opportunities, okay, which still did not begin in January, and it's still being held up in April. Okay. We have the 10 of Swords. The cycle is still open. Many of you are still keeping the cycle open when it should have long been closed. Some of you are still healing from a heartbreak, but not completely healed. It's understandable why all the cups are reversed. You guys are not ready to enter into a new relationship until you heal from the old one. Okay? Let's see. And we have here death. Death, is the closing of a cycle. It could be a Scorpio person with the 10 of the Swords in the reverse. It could have been a Scorpio that could have been betrayed, and this is now healing. Could have been a Taurus also. Any of you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have the Hermit in the reverse. The Hermit in the reverse, okay? That means that you guys might need to talk to someone, go to a therapist or counselor, go out or be in nature. Taurus, nature is your best friend, it's your best ally. Hug a tree, sit on the grass, walk barefooted, connect with nature to seek balance emotionally. Okay. And then we have, this is Okay, this is the Nine of Cups, courtship in the reverse. Many of you are not personally satisfied, emotionally fulfilled. There's a lot of shadow work that many of you probably may need to work on. Okay, or you're looking at a problem for the first time, and is it needs to get getting used to looking at something that you never probably looked at, haven't looked at in a long time. So seems like a lot of work and contemplation, and maybe having conversations with family members or friends, and try to heal this family dynamic that many of you are probably going through. Okay, April, May, the month of May. The month of May, we got the Four of Swords in the reverse. Some of you might be in restless mode, restless energy, nervous energy. Some of you due to karma, and for others of you, because you might not know what the next cycle will bring or what the next course of action should be. Taurus, you don't like change too much, so anything that's going to require change gets you a little nervous. Okay, so that's the energy for May. So let's see what's going to keep some of you so restless. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Some of you are recovering from slander, gossip, character assassination. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Some of you are not protected who have engaged in this activity, so you might be receiving karma for that. Okay, and we got the Sun in the reverse. The 19th King Tarot, the highest, and it's in the reverse. So some of you might be experiencing some hard trouble, hard time, or rough times, or rough consequences due to past actions, which is karma for many of you. Uh, and for others of you, it could be some kind of depression. Maybe there's stagnation, and you guys might need to reinvent yourself or become more stimulating. Break the routine a little bit. All right. And you have here the Magician in the reverse. So some of you have been probably dealing with black magic, spells, and the Sun in the reverse means that it backfires. And some of you who are not protected, right, now are receiving the karmic cause and effect of those actions. For some of you, not all of you. Okay? And then we have, this is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Again, very reckless, irresponsible energy, because it's in the reverse. And it could be a little harsh, or a little, brash. Okay? And then we got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. It keeps persisting from February now to May. But that's good. That means you guys are working on the problem. That's good. That's good. Okay? And now we have June. The month of June, we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Ten of Wands in the reverse is releasing burdens, being more light, work smart, not hard, and have more downtime. Right? That's how we're gonna interpret the Ten of Wands in the reverse as a collective reading for Taurus. Taurus, let's look at the details of the Ten of Wands in the reverse for the month of June. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. And we have judgment. Judgment. So many of you received good judgment, and probably got a respite, a release. We got justice coming out back to back with judgment. Wow. So the day of the tribunal will be happening in June for many of you. Not all of you. But definitely, if things were unbalanced for you, Taurus, it probably seems that June, with the Judgment card and the Justice card coming out coming out together, it's like a double whammy justice. Like everything is going to be fully restituted, Taurus. Don't worry. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. There might have been some injustices happening to you guys through family members, and the Justice card and the Judgment card here will bring vindication to you, Taurians, and karma to certain family members or certain family dynamic groups. And then we have the Page of Wands. Some of you are going to be receiving good news concerning this judgment and the justice here concerning a family member or a group dynamic. Yeah, concerning family dynamic. Okay, you have the Three of Cups in the reverse. The Three of Cups represents community in the reverse. It could be a disharmonious community, could be lies, treachery, deceit, something negative involving a community. It could also mean a third party situation as well, both in the upright and in the reverse. Okay. Uh, Here we got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords could be being in a mental prison, mentally stuck, physically stuck, you know, and in worst case scenarios, imprisonment due to some crime committed or some illegal act, or due to consequences of karma for past actions. The month of June. Oh, I'm sorry. I am very sorry. This is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords. A lot of you are going to be in some kind of conflict or in despair, in some kind of nightmare. Probably something echoing from the past. And then we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, it's when in the upright, it could mean imprisonment, jail time, but it could also be mental prison, anguish, stuck. In the reverse, some of you might be coming out of it, and some of you might not, because the 8 and the 9 coming out together in opposite direction means that some of you oscillate back and forth from worry and going into a state of anguish, and then talking to yourself that everything's going to turn out okay. Oscillating back and forth from those types of emotional extremes. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse talks about illegal activity, white collar crime. Some of you might be involved. This is the Virgo card, so this might include a Virgo with a Taurus, or this also can mean tax problems, issues with taxes. Some of you might be behind on your taxes, or the late fees, be careful, or some of you may owe taxes. Okay, and that's for the month of June. 2, 3. Here's the Empress in the reverse again. So when we see the Empress coming out in the reverse, and it's already been 6 months and it's consistent, now we have to change it to that this has gravitated to some kind of depression. So some of you might be going through some kind of depression. And because it came out in the reverse 3 times, and we've already been past 6 months. So this is the pattern that I want you to look at. And okay, so this is a pattern here. So some of you may be depressed or may be going into a state of depression. Something that may have been precipitated with the January, with the Empress being in the reverse, and then with the Ace of Swords of hardcore truth immediately following. And this could have been a consequence of this that took place in January and in February. Okay. All right. Now, we completed 3 months. That is the second quarter of the moon. The first quarter, first 3 months. Second quarter, the last 3 months. Okay, so half a year is gone. June. Now let's go into July. July. What is the vibration for July? The overall theme for July. We have Libra, justice in the reverse. When we see the justice card in the reverse, that means that the people, you Taurians, or it was done to you, some kind of injustice was done. And it's probably been coming out little by little bit throughout the year, but it seems to be reaching a climax here in July. So let's see the details for July. Details for July. For Taurus, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Some of you are coming out of a guilt or remorsefulness for having done some kind of an injustice. Okay. Uh, Here is the Nine of Pentacles again in the reverse. This is also Virgo, and it's also someone who is financially abundant, independent, a bachelor, chooses to be by themselves and not be married and don't have any entanglements. Okay. With next to the Swords card, this could be worrying about taxes. Mhm. There is the Empress again in the reverse. So some of you are going to be dealing with depression. Again, go out, go to nature, speak to someone, see a counselor, do some kind of volunteer, work with children, something that can uplift you. Huh? Work with crystals. Ten of Wands in the reverse. So many of you are going to be releasing burdens. You guys are going to catch a break. Okay. Maybe this depression that it keeps persisting with the Empress in the reverse might be that you guys are reflecting back at all the things that you've been through, and this might be causing you to feel a certain way. Try not to stay in this energy too long, Taurus. Okay. All right. Number five. The Ace of Wands in the reverse. The Ace of Wands in the reverse, like the Strength card in the reverse, can mean illness, poor health, ill health. And this makes sense with the Empress in the reverse with depression. It makes sense that the Ace of Wands is in the reverse because that also is indicative of depression. So some of you may be actually seriously dealing with depression here. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Uh, Two of Swords in the reverse. A lot of you, just like in the opposite, some of you may be having some kind of issues that may be causing you the depression, sadness. Others of you are very clear about what's going on, what time it is, and you are proceeding to feel a certain way based on the practicality of what you see, okay, or what you've discovered. Okay, okay. And we have here, who's that? Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go. This is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very engaging, kind of like Gemini energy, but this is Sag, Aries, and Leo, fire. But the Queen of Wands is very engaging, very creative. She laughs and giggles a lot, but very touchy feeling, hugging, a warm smile, or wishing good on people. This is very good healing energy for people who are depressed. If you know people like that, friends or family member that radiate this energy, talk to them and see and engage with them to see if their energy can make you feel better or a little bit more balanced. One, two, one, two, three, four, five, six. And we have here the world. The world in the reverse, a cycle is still not closed for some of you. Okay, and this might be why there's depression, because a cycle is still open. Maybe you want it to stay open, maybe you don't want it to close. Or for some of you, because it's not closed, is why you're depressed. Vice versa. Okay, so it looks like a lot of oscillating feelings and emotions for the month of June and July. Okay, August. August, we have the Page of Cups, which is like an offer of apology, but it might be a little bit. Okay, so this is August energy. The number two, which deals with relationships. So some of you may be talking to your ex, or they might come around and apologize. Maybe that's why you're depressed, Taurus, because of a relationship that did not have closure, and you'll be going through depression. And maybe this is now in August, someone is going to come to apologize finally. Let's see if you're up to it, or if it even matters for some of you. Not all of you. Yeah, we are. There it is. Courtship. Two of Cups. But this is the Nine of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, gratification. Because it's in the reverse and this is the leading card, that means that this apology is a fake apology because the cups are in the reverse. So be careful of any snakes trying to get back into your life, Taurus. See the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Depression. The Nine of Cups in the reverse, concerning a partnership. Depression. Depression. Because it might have been a really bad heartbreak, And now this person is coming around in August to want to apologize. For some of you, of course, not all of you. Here's the Empress again in the reverse. Depression. And some of you are not, have clarity about a situation or partnership. Queen of Wands. Some of you might have a friend that is looking after you, or either by distance or on the wayside, just overlooking and making sure that you're okay. Some of you, or many of you Taurians. Some of you may be going through some real sensitive transitions here. The Empress came out now 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We have here the World again in the reverse. The circle is still open, and I think some of you don't want it to stay open, and some of you do. Okay. Go. Here we got the 5 of Wands, which is competition, conflict, arguments, quarrels, fighting. Okay. This is all leading into a pattern. I don't know if you see it, but it's a pattern here, and might explain the depression going on, and all the cups reversed with family and friends and members and intimate. Seems like every area that deals with interpersonal relationships has been affected. Okay, and there's a community of people fighting here with the 5 of Wands. So this is definitely a fake apology for the month of August. We have here. What is this? I'm telling you, my eyes are on. The page of what? This is the 2 of Swords in another way, though. A 2 of Swords, some of you had to go through a process of being awakened, while others just by the it's like some of you went into a final cut, like, okay, enough, overnight, boom. Some of you dabbled back and forth and then finally became clear. So this is it. So some of you are falling in like in a 3rd category like this. All right. And that's the month of August. September, we got the 6 of Swords in the reverse, moving to calmer waters. So some of you are still going to be in this kind of energy or depressive state, or something else may be gnawing at you. Some of you wanted to travel and may not be able to. And this is, of course, understandable since we are in a retrograde, right? And then, no time for traveling now. Some of you may not have the funds to also travel. This could be going to a vacation. Some of you might have contemplated relocating, but decided that maybe it's not the right time to do it right now. Okay, that's September. So let's read the vibration for September. We are already completing a 3rd quarter, 2 months. Okay, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. Some of you are going to be receiving monies that were due to you. This can also be refunds or tax credit, or it could be something as simple and as small as a lottery winning. Okay. The Chariot. The Chariot in the upright. With the Chariot here represents Cancer energy. So some of you might be reconciling or working things out with family members, or some of you might buy a new car since the Chariot represents vehicle movement, or some of you might actually make plans to move but not do it right now as well. Okay, and we have here the Devil, Capricorn energy. Okay, so some of you might be dealing with secret obsessions, secret addictions, or some extreme hardship, because Capricorn, the Devil, also means extreme hardship, or some kind of major transitioning happening in your career or in your family. Because when you have both Cancer and Capricorn come out, that's a polarity, which is the 4th house and the 10th house. That's the family dynamic, the home, and also the career. So the Capricorn energy here can represent, your career, and also Cancer, in the upright, both of them. So there's something might be going very, very good, or a breakthrough in some kind of psychological understanding with the family, the fourth house, or a breakthrough in a new direction or improvement in your career, the 10th house. Okay? And then you have Leo, strength. Strength. So this is good. It looks like in the month of September, there will be a bouncing back. These are all very positive cards for the month of September. Okay. Look, the Four of Wands, Cancer. Some of you are going to be building a new foundation within your own families that you're creating, or from your own family dynamics. Okay. This also means the foundation of a new business. Some of you might be creating a new business. That this is very good. This can also mean acquiring a house, getting a house, buying a house, or acquiring property, because the Four of Wands represents real property. Okay, some of you may have had properties taken and the homes taken, and this is here is talking about full restitution for the month of September. Pretty cool. So for some of you, not all of you. This simply can mean, in the lowest of terms, a simple, happy home life being restored. Where there might have been disbalance and disunity, now things are coming to balance. Four of Wands can also mean that as well. Some of you are still contemplating illusions from the past. Contemplate them for a minute and then keep moving. For some of you, not all of you. And then we have the Six of Wands. Many of you are victorious over some situation that took place either the year prior or the prior few months within the 2030 year. And this can be very triumphant, either with a partner, a personal partner, or in the career. Okay? And I'm getting career for many of you. Okay? And that is for the month of September. October, third quarter is now done. Now 9 months are gone. The last 3 months, the last quarter, the fourth quarter, which closes 2023, we have October, November, October. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So some of you are going to be angry. Many of you could be air signs with strong Taurus placement, or the other way around. I'm getting more a Taurus energy or Earth energy, maybe with combination of air. Like, for example, you could have a Taurus rising with a Gemini ascendant, or you could be a Virgo rising with Aquarius ascendant or Aquarius moon, in that kind of way. It's very difficult energy, bitchy energy. And it could be a man embodying this energy, or a woman. But this is someone that is really angry and very dangerous and hurtful with their words. Okay, here we have the Devil. So this could be somebody who has a spirit attachment to them that changes their moods. Leo, the strength. So this can also mean some kind of addiction too, battling that. Okay, foundation, Cancer. Okay, and with the strength card, it tells me that many of you are working towards some kind of balance in your home lives. Okay, there's still some illusions here. Make sure that all the illusions and facades that were self-imposed or that you've indoctrinated are no longer with you. Okay, because many of you are being victorious. Here we go again. Twice it came out now. Victorious, victory. Okay, keep consistent with being grounded, and you will always be victorious. Okay, very good. Here we have the King of. Is that okay? The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands. No, I'm sorry. This is the King of Cups. King of Cups in the reverse. Again, Cancer energy, but again, manipulative, cold, angry, poker face, manipulative, not happy. So some of you might jump in and out of this energy. But that makes sense that this will be in the reverse, because the Empress came out 8 times in the reverse, which deals with depression. And depression is about emotions, right? That need healing and balancing. So some of you might need to talk to someone professionally, clinically, about maybe helping you resolve whatever it is that's causing some of you internal conflict. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, one more. We got the Knight of Cups. You know, in the midst of all of this, there are still people out trying to court you, Taurus, because you don't still lose your stride just because you may be going through something. People are still looking at you, both men and women. Very good for October, November. We got the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles in the reverse can mean that many of you are making money and are living well, but are not happy. Money don't bring happiness. This is very symbolic of the Ace of Pentacles. Not happy with what you have, and kind of being more miserable with money than when you were poor. Things not coming out, the success the way you envisioned it. Right? Sagittarius, some of you are going to turn spiritual because the money part didn't seem to work. So what's left is you might have to go spiritual in hopes of maybe bringing this to balance. Okay? For some of you, not all of you, we got the Three of Swords here, heartbreak. Again, this is why many of you might be still depressed. And with the Sagittarius card here, this could be a therapist. Some of you might need to see a therapist or counselor concerning some kind of heartbreak that is still pervading, and it's in the upright, so it's still fresh. It's not even in the reverse. Okay, so guys, take a look at that. Okay, there's the Sun card in the reverse, Aries, Leo. Okay, could have been an Aries, some of you are Leo. Here we have the King of the King of Swords. There's been some cruelty either done towards you or someone you know or someone you're thinking of. And this might cause a lot of emotional damage here. Okay. And here we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So we got the King of Pentacles in the reverse, and we got the King of Swords in the reverse. So there may be problems with money or a discovery of some kind of fraud or crime concerning finances, white-collar crime that you were involved, or someone you know, or someone you're thinking of, that is coming back as a kickback from the past. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 of Swords. It sure is coming right back behind you. The cycle is still open. This is why it's important to close cycles, because they remain open and they still follow you. Okay, and this heartbreak with the Three of Swords still here. This is, some of you really need to recover from this, and it looks like some of you may not be able to do it on your own. Okay, the Tower. So some of you have received some very powerful, painful endings, and some of this was precipitated by divine intervention. Okay. Either many of you were in a toxic relationship that you didn't know how to get out of, and the universe had to do it for you. And this caused tremendous heartbreak. I can see why this heartbreak can persist, because it wasn't your choice. God came in and broke whatever this was to cause some of you to be free. And some of you are still feeling, though, the pain of this ending, which was enforced. It didn't come as a volunteer from you or from, I get, the other person also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, 7. And then we got December. We have the 10 of Pentacles in the upright. So it looked like something might have fixed itself or found a solution. First time the 10 of Pentacles comes out in the upright. Okay, dealing with family dynamics, family members, generational wealth, the lineage. So this is, again, opposite of the fourth, right? Cancer, the bloodline. So there may be some restoration here or a positive direction towards that. This is very good, because since the beginning of the year, there was always coming out in the reverse and issues with family, Cancer, the Cups in the reverse, the Ace of Cups in the reverse, 2 of Cups in the reverse, 8 of Cups in the reverse, 10 of Cups in the reverse. And so it looks like some coming finally to balance towards the end of the year. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. We have Eight of Swords in the reverse, coming out of the depression, coming out of being mentally stuck. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So some of you received karma and some of you didn't within a family dynamic, either your family or someone else that you're thinking of or someone you know's family. Here is death, the ending of a cycle. You see, when you have the Wheel of Fortune come out, right, in the reverse, and then you have death in the upright. These two cards talk about closing cycles or opening cycles. One is open, one is closed. So when you see this combination in the spread, that means the divine intervention came in and closed the cycle by force because someone was keeping it open, trying to keep a karmic situation going. Okay, that's what this means. Yeah. You have the Knight of Wands in the reverse, shyster energy, player energy, but and within the family members, within the family dynamic. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so I'm gathering that the ones that are in the reverse are the ones that got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and the one that has the torments be freed because it's in the reverse is Scorpio. Transformation of this leading to a change, closing the cycle. See? The opposite polarities here. Okay. And there is a Nine of Cups in the upright for the first time in the upright. So this was balanced by the Death card closing the cycle. This is good. You guys are going to resolve your issues. Okay. And we have here the Six of Pentacles. This is going to bring abundance. Because when you are emotionally balanced, that means that you can now qualify to receive abundance. Okay, that is the forecast for the year, Taurus, for 2023. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful or at least entertaining. We are now going to take a little break and go into Gemini. Guys, thank you, and I hope this resonates.